Okay, guys, let's be honest. Trying to figure out if a woman is into you, it's like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. But don't worry, we're here to break it all down for you in today's deep dive. We got a ton of questions from you guys about female body language, so we're going to dive deep into the signs she's into you. Women are masters of the subtle cue. We know actions speak louder than words, especially when it comes to attraction.
So forget what she's saying. We're going to focus on what she's doing.
Yeah, exactly. By the time we're done with these 10 signs, you'll be fluent in body language for beginners.
And trust me, by the time we get to sign number 1, well, let's just say it'll be crystal clear whether she's just being polite or if she's already planning your first date outfit.
Okay, I love the drama, but let's start with the basics. Signs 10 through 6. These are like the intro level.
Right.
Stuff a guy might easily miss if he's not paying attention.
Exactly. These are those subtle hints that she might be feeling something. But they could also be totally misread. Context is key here.
All right, context is king. Got it. So number 10. She crosses and uncrosses her legs repeatedly when she's with you. Oh, come on. We all know this move. Is this just a sign that she's restless? Or is this a sign?
So, it could be a sign that she's interested, especially if she's making eye contact while doing it. But it could also mean she needs to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
Or that those heels are killing her, like I said. It's all about the context.
Okay, so not exactly a smoking gun. What about number 9? She finds excuses to touch you. Okay, this one's got to have some potential. We're talking accidentally brushing your arm, fixing your collar, that kind of thing.
Exactly. Touch is a big deal for women. If she's initiating that physical contact, even in those seemingly innocent ways, it could be a sign she's trying to break the touch barrier.
Okay, but how do you know if it's I'm into you touch or if it's just friendly touch?
Oh, yeah.
Some women are just naturally more tactile.
Yeah, right. But there's a difference between a friendly pat on the back and, like, a lingering touch on your arm. Pay attention to how she touches other people. If she's kind of all over everyone, maybe it's just her personality. But if she's reserving those touches just for you, well, that's something to notice.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'm seeing a theme here. Context is king. Number 8 on our list. She mirrors your posture and gestures. Isn't this just something that everyone does subconsciously, like yawning when someone else yawns?
Yeah, mirroring can definitely be subconscious, but it's also a powerful flirting technique. When we're attracted to someone, we instinctively mimic their movements to kind of build that rapport. It's like a way of saying, hey, we're on the same wavelength.
So if she leans in when you lean in, if she takes a sip of her drink after you do, she's picking up what you're putting down.
Exactly. It's a subtle way of creating a connection, showing she's in sync with you.
Okay, that's actually pretty clever. What about number 7? She texts or calls you first for no real reason. Like, Isn't that just basic decency, checking in with someone?
It could be, sure. But if she's consistently the one initiating contact, especially if it's just to, like, share a funny meme or say good morning, it means you're on her mind. And that, my friend, is a very good sign.
She's making an effort. I got it. So number 6, she positions herself near you in group settings.
Okay.
How is a guy supposed to tell if this is intentional or if it's just a coincidence? It's not like she's going to shove her way through a crowd just to stand next to him, right?
Maybe not. But pay attention to where she ends up. Is she always somehow within arm's reach? Does she gravitate towards you in a room full of people? Proximity speaks volumes. We subconsciously move closer to people that we like.
So it's like she's creating her own little gravitational pull.
Ah.
And you're stuck in her orbit. I like it.
Exactly. It's not about being obvious. It's about those little subconscious choices that reveal her true feelings.
Okay. So we've covered a lot of ground here. But these first few signs, they're all pretty subtle, right? Easy to misinterpret. What about the signs that are a little harder to ignore? The ones that are like, okay, she's definitely interested.
Well, hold on to your hats, because we're about to step it up a notch. These next few signs. Not so easy to dismiss. We're talking deliberate, conscious choices that scream, I'm into you. All right, so let's dive into sign number 5. She compliments you in meaningful ways, and I'm not talking about just like the generic nice shirt or you're funny. We're talking about compliments that show she's been paying attention, that she sees something special in you.
Okay, give me an example. What kind of compliment screams, I'm digging this guy?
Okay, think about compliments that are specific to your personality or your interests, your accomplishments. Maybe she says something like, I love how passionate you are about your work, or you have such a unique perspective on things.
So it's not just about like,
Yeah.
flattering you. It's about showing you she gets you, like on a deeper level.
Exactly. She's highlighting the qualities that draw her to you, the things that make you stand out from the crowd. It's a subtle way of saying, I see you, and I like what I see.
All right, I'm liking this. So number 4, she remembers small details about you. Okay, this one sounds promising.
Yeah, this one is huge. When a woman remembers those seemingly insignificant details about your life, it means she's mentally filing them away. She's paying attention because she cares.
So if she remembers your favorite coffee order, or that story you told her about your crazy aunt,
Yeah.
she's basically smitten.
Well, not necessarily smitten, but definitely interested. It's about showing you that she's been listening, that what you say matters to her, and that kind of attention. It's worth its weight in gold.
Okay, on to number 3. She tilts her head and smiles while listening to you. I mean, come on, this one's a no-brainer.
It might seem obvious, but that head tilt, it's a classic sign of engagement. It exposes the neck, which is a vulnerable area. It signals trust and openness, and when it's paired with a smile, it's basically a nonverbal, tell me more.
So she's not just being polite, she's genuinely enjoying the conversation. She's captivated.
Exactly. She's inviting you into her world, showing you that she's interested in what you have to say.
Yeah. All right. 2 more signs to go before the grand finale. Number 2, she makes sustained eye contact, especially during those silences. But I'll admit, this one always makes me a little nervous. Like,
Yeah.
how long is too long? When does it get creepy?
Don't overthink it. Sustained eye contact is a powerful way to build intimacy. It shows she's not afraid to connect with you on a deeper level, and those moments of silence, they can be electric if she's holding your gaze.
Because it's like
Yeah.
you're communicating without words.
Ah.
It's that unspoken connection that's so intense.
Exactly. It's a way of saying, I see you, and I'm not looking away. And that kind of confidence, incredibly attractive.
Okay. We've made it to the top sign. The ultimate proof that she's into you.
Mhm.
And I have to say, the suspense is killing me. What is it? What's the big reveal?
Well, all these signs have been pointing us in the right direction, haven't they? But this final sign, this is the one that seals the deal. It's the moment when you know, without a shadow of a doubt, that she's not just playing games, she's made up her mind about you.
Okay, spill it. I'm dying to know.
The number one sign she's into you is she prioritizes spending time with you over other commitments.
Whoa, hold on. I wasn't expecting that. I thought it would be something more, I don't know, dramatic, a grand romantic gesture, a passionate declaration of love, the Hollywood stuff.
Nope. This is real life, not a movie. And in real life, time is the most valuable thing a woman can give you.
Why? I mean, why is time such a big deal? Everyone's busy, right?
Think about it. Time is the one thing we can never get back. We can't create more of it. We can't buy more of it. So when a woman willingly gives you her time, especially when it means sacrificing other things she could be doing, it's a huge statement.
So it's not just about finding time for you in her busy schedule. It's about actively choosing to be with you, even when there are other options.
Exactly. She could be hanging out with friends, pursuing her hobbies, catching up on sleep. But she's choosing to spend those precious hours with you. That speaks volumes about her level of interest.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. It's like saying, you're more important to me than anything else.
It's about investment. She's investing her time and energy in getting to know you better, in building a connection that goes beyond superficial attraction.
Wow. You really flipped the script on this one. I never thought of it that way. But you're right. Time is the ultimate currency. And if she's spending it on you, it's because she sees something special, something worth nurturing.
And let's be honest, actions speak louder than words. Anyone can say they're interested. But it's the people who show up, who make the effort, who prioritize you. That's truly meaning me.
Okay, but hold on a sec.
Yeah.
Before we send our listener out there armed with all this knowledge,
Yeah.
let's get real for a minute. What about rejection? What if she's not sending any of these signals? What if she's just not that into him?
That's a valid question, and it's important to remember that no matter how well you understand body language, you can't control someone else's feelings.
So even if he nails all 10 signs, there's still a chance she might not be interested.
That's the reality of dating, unfortunately. You can't force chemistry. And sometimes, no matter how much you might like someone, they just don't feel the same way.
That's a tough pill to swallow. But I guess it's better to know up front than to waste time chasing after someone who's not reciprocating.
Exactly. Rejection is part of the game, and it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Wait, hold up. Rejection is a good thing. How so?
Think of it as a learning experience. Every rejection teaches you something about yourself, about what you're looking for in a partner, and about how to navigate the complex world of relationships.
So, it's like a filter. weeding out the wrong matches and bringing you closer to finding the right one.
Exactly. It's like refining your search criteria. Each experience, whether positive or negative, helps you hone in on what truly matters to you.
Okay, that makes sense. But
Yeah.
rejection still stings.
Of course it does. It's natural to feel disappointed. But instead of dwelling on the negative, try to reframe it as an opportunity for growth.
An opportunity. How so?
Each rejection gives you valuable feedback. Maybe you weren't being your authentic self. Maybe your communication style wasn't aligned. Maybe you simply had different values or goals.
So it's not a personal attack. It's just a sign that you two weren't a good fit.
Exactly. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you can move on to finding someone who attests a good fit.
Okay, I'm starting to see the silver lining here. Rejection isn't the end of the world. It's just a redirection.
That's the spirit. Remember, for every woman who's not interested, there are countless others who might be. You just haven't met them yet.
Okay, that's actually pretty reassuring. It's like a giant dating pool. And I just need to keep swimming until I find my mermaid.
Exactly. Keep your head up, your heart open, and don't be afraid to put yourself out there.
I'm feeling much more optimistic now. Thanks for the pep talk.
Anytime.
Yeah.
And remember, if things don't work out with one person, it's not a reflection of your worth. It simply means it wasn't the right match.
All right, listeners, take note. Rejection happens. It's part of the process. But it doesn't define you.
So don't let it discourage you. Learn from it, grow from it, and keep moving forward.
That's a great message to end on. So to recap, we've covered 10 signs she's into you, and we've talked about how to deal with rejection. Remember, body language is a powerful tool, but it's not foolproof. Trust your instincts, be confident, and most importantly, have fun out there.
And who knows, maybe the woman of your dreams is just around the corner sending you all the right signals, just waiting for you to notice.
Now, that's a thought worth holding on to. Well, folks, that's all the time we have for today's deep dive into the fascinating world of female body language.
We hope you learned something new and that you're feeling more confident about decoding those subtle signals.
Until next time, stay curious, stay open, and keep those decoder rings polished. You never know when you'll need them.
Happy decoding.